Hello everyone, I come from the Graduate Institute of Brain and Mind Sciences in the National Taiwan University. My study looks at the brain waves under the emotion regulation process before and after mindfulness-based stress reduction programs, which briefly called MBSR. Mindfulness-based stress reduction is a structured program that can improve many mental health outcomes and emotion regulation capabilities. Although there are many psychological or neurophysiological models try to explain why MBSR or other mindfulness-based training influences emotion regulation, few studies directly focus on examining the emotion regulation process under certain emotion regulation strategies. So here, we want to investigate the MBSR training effects on the neurotemporal process through ERP to see how the program influences some emotion regulation approaches. We then recruited 27 participants. The mean age was around 42 years old. Then they would implement an emotion regulation task. Meanwhile, we would record their brainwaves using EEG. They view both positive and negative affective pictures from an international picture system called IAPS under 4 conditions: scramble, attend, mindfulness, and reappraisal. Attend means just passively viewing the pictures without doing anything. Reappraisal means you have to detach yourself from the picture context, thinking is none of your business. Mindfulness means when you view the pictures, you also observe your mind, like focusing on what body sensation, emotion, thoughts in your mind now. And finally, to separate emotional processing from visual processing, we add a condition called scramble that participants view randomized pixel pictures, which only remain visual color, luminance content. Then please look at the text procedure. Participants were recorded a resting state for 6 minutes and go to scramble condition and then attend mindfulness reappraisal condition. Mindfulness and reappraisal condition were counterbalanced across subjects. Before every picture's onset, there was an 2.5 to 4 seconds interval, and pictures would show up for 5 seconds. Except for scramble condition, participants need to answer if they understand the picture's context, and also the valence and arousal he or she feels about the pictures. Valence means you think the pictures cause you a neutral or positive or negative emotion state. 5 is neutral. The smaller, the more negative. The smallest is 1. The larger, the more positive. The largest is 9. On the other hand, arousal means how strong is that emotion state. You can rate from 1 to 9. The bigger number means the stronger emotion. Then we conducted data analysis respectively for behavior data and EEG data. For behavioral data, we analyzed how far participants' emotion away from neutral, so we minus 5, and also we analyzed arousal rating. The independent variables we are interested in include what strategy, like attend, mindfulness, or reappraisal, what time is the time point is before or after MBSR, and what picture's valence is, like it's under positive or negative pictures. For EEG data, we want to see a ERP neuromarker called late positive potential. In central parietal regions, LPP's amplitude reflects the participant's emotional reactivity level. In frontal regions, LPP reflects one's cognitive resource recruitment. We did cluster-based permutation t-test. We can now turn to see the middle part of the postures. You can see in the top middle part of the posture, it plot the ERP elicited by positive pictures, and at the bottom part, it plot the ERP elicited by the negative pictures, because they are only results in negative pictures, so we can see the bottom part. And you can see there are 3 columns. One is about pre-test, one is about post-test, and one is about post-test minus pre-test. And the black line means attained condition. The red line means a mindfulness condition, and the green line means reappraisal condition. So you can see that around 300 milliseconds after the picture's onset, there are a slow positive going wave, and that is late positive potential. So at the pretest, you can see there are no difference between mindfulness and attained, and no difference between reappraisal and attained. The line almost overlap. And at the post-test, the green rectangle means the significant time window between attained and reappraisal, and the red rectangle means the significant time window between attained and mindfulness. And above the color topo plot is the LPP in frontal regions, and below the color topo plot is the central parietal LPP. So you can see that both in frontal and in central parietal regions, the green significant time window appears a continuous and long-lasting period, and the red significant time window, both in frontal and central parietal regions, is a bit incontinuous and appears in more late stage of the LPP. And the third column is more complicated because we want to see the emotion regulation level at the pre-test and at the post-test. So we use mindfulness minus attained to represent the emotion regulation level, and also reappraisal minus attained. So here you can see that the green significant time window and the red significant time window means there is different between pre-test and the post-test of its emotion regulation level. So for reappraisal, after the mindfulness training, it can downregulate more amplitude from attained, both in frontal and central parietal regions. In contrast, mindfulness only show a short period of significance in central parietal regions. And let's see the right part of the poster for the behavioral data. If you want to see the MBSR training effect, we can just see the bottom 2 pictures, that the x-axis is time. So you can see that for the balance, regardless of the conditions, it has a significant trend to make participants' emotion state more neutral, because the balance turned to be smaller at the post-test. And for the arousal, after the mindfulness training, participants' arousal level also decreasing. So for this study's conclusion, MBSR did regulate neural process underlying emotion regulation. For reappraisal, it did showed obvious regulatory effect on both central parietal and frontal LPP through MBSR. It means, compared to the pretest, reappraisal are able to downregulate more emotional reactivity from attend while using less cognitive effort. On the other hand, mindfulness showed moderate regulatory effect on central parietal, but not frontal LPP through MBSR. This also means MBSR has immediate training effect on reappraisal, while for mindfulness emotion regulation strategies, it may need more practice to make its effect come off. And behaviorally, MBSR can shift emotion balance to be more neutral and also decrease our emotional arousal. Thank you. This is my poster. Sorry I prepared it in a hurry. If you have any questions, please contact me. Thank you.